I got back my tripod. So welcome back to another live stream of the day. And if you see why I dress so nicely, it's because we break our fast outside the house. We're going to go to a restaurant and eat something nice. So I need to do this live stream really quickly, especially the SmackDown recap. And I don't really know if I can do live streams for tomorrow because next week is the week where I have to submit all of my assignments from Monday to Friday, which is really sucks. So yeah, wish me luck with my midterm test. And so what happened today's SmackDown? So the show started with something that I can't really remember. Hold on, God dang it, this cable on my mouse. Right. So what happened on SmackDown? What happened was a contract signing between Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey. Yeah, I don't really like this segment. It's because of the performance of Ronda Rousey. I don't know why. Her mic skill is not great so far. It has not been great ever since she made her WWE debut. Her mic skill or her promo skill is not very good. And she always relies on the pop of the crowd or what they chant. And Drew Gulak still plays the role of a secretary or like trying to find what he wants to do in SmackDown. So last week he was a interviewer doing a tryout, and this week he is like a um, a substitution secretary. Previously, it was Sonya Deville, but since Sonya Deville is going to have a match with Bianca Belair next week, so that's why he substituted Sonya with Drew Gulak for the day. And that ending of that segment where Charlotte flipped the table, it was not great. Flipping the table and then there was like a freaking candlestick in the middle of the ring, like underneath the table. Like, what? And then for some reason, for unknown reason, this is totally makes sense for Drew Gulak to pull the candlestick out of Ronda Rousey's hand, but it doesn't make sense for Ronda Rousey to attack him. Why? It doesn't make sense. I hate the fact that currently Drew Gulak is like the punching bag for Ronda and Charlotte, and I don't really like that because last week we see Drew Gulak got tapped out by Charlotte, but this week he got hit by whatever her move was and also got locked into the submission armbar while Ronda signing the contract for their WrestleMania Backlash match. And yeah, I really hope they actually do Drew Gulak's justice. You know, like they actually have an angle for Drew Gulak after this instead of just being humiliated like this. And then we got a match between Woods and Butch. Wood won the match by the backwoods. Butch was angry. He left the building and he has been missing ever since, which is really funny. This angle was really funny. Like Butch has been missing, and then when he come back, he was like, "I'm not Butch. I'm Pete Dunne." It will be really funny. Like they found Butch, but it was not Butch. It was actually Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight. That would be really funny. But I don't think that's going to happen. It just a fantasy booking in my imagination. So yeah, we'll see how this angle turned out. And Aaliyah and Ricochet had a conversation backstage, and then Jinder Mahal comes in and says that are you a fighting champion? She was like, yeah, I am a fighting champion, and I will defend this title every week against anyone. And then um, his bodyguard, I forgot his name. The other guy was Veer. Shanky. This one is Shanky. Yeah. So Shanky walked forward and say, then fight me. And Rikishi was like, all right, fine. And I don't think that was the idea for Jinder Mahal at first. He was like, I want a rematch for the title. Instead, Shanky was like, no, I want the match for me, for myself. And yeah, next we're going to get the match between Shanky and Ricochet for the Intercontinental Championship. And after that segment, we see Ludwig Kaiser introducing Gunther, and looks like Gunther is going to have like um, matches against local competitor for a couple of weeks to build him as like a monster character in SmackDown until he finally had an actual storyline. And yeah, he defeated Jabba really nicely. And then Arcade Row is going to be the one of the participant in the lumberjack match between Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn, and Randy was like, you know what, we had a horrible history between each other, but we are past that. We are good. So yeah, they just put they say past is the past, future is the future. So all the bad blood they had in the past, it just forget about it. And yeah, I agree with that. And then um, we got a promo from Xylee. Yeah, yeah. And then promo from Xylee says that she has been the protector, but there's not everybody who is worth protecting. So resulting um, in she's possibly turning heel. And then Riddle versus Jey Uso. Riddle won the match. Yeah, and to make this quick, Natalia and Shayna Baszler are challenging the women's tag team champions for their title. Basically, they are the only um, two tag teams on the roster, especially in the women's division. Like, what the heck, man? And what else that happened after that? Let's see here. Oh yeah, Madcap Mouse against Angel Garza. Angel Garza lost. Madcap Mouse won. Um, Baron Corbin attacked Madcap Mouse, and then he stole the Under the Giant Memorial trophy. And then it was said that Raquel Rodriguez is going to make his debut next week. And then backstage segment between Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns and blah 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 blah. Basically saying that RK Bro is in the match, so why don't you just bring your RK Bro, sorry, the Usos into the match? And Roman was like, yeah, sure, whatever. That's basically the nutshell, but there's a lot of stuff going on for that. And then yeah, the Lumberjacks match happened. It ended in a no contest because the Lumberjacks are started to fight each other. It started with the Usos super kicking Randy, and then next week is going to be next week. It's going to be the match between Sammy and Drew, but instead it's going to be a steel cage match. So that's how. Now, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.